All right. First of all, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and to the Son, Yahweh Shah. I'd like to say Shalom to my brothers and sisters in the Hebrew nation. I'd like to say hello to my brothers and sisters in Christianity, my brothers and sisters in Islam, my brothers and sisters in the Moorish science, and my brothers and sisters in Egyptology. Okay. Well, before I get the lesson, I'm going to tell a quick story right fast that's going to lead into the lesson. Okay. So a while back, I was talking to a friend of mine and was having a discussion about the scriptures, and he was saying that the scriptures was plagiarized from Egyptology, and I would say, "How so?" And he was just telling me what it was. I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, let me ask you a question." I said, "Do you believe our ancestors were hung on trees, or do you believe that there was auction off in the at auctions, sold in the auction block?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Well, I can show you that in my scripture." I said, "Can you show me that in yours?" But he couldn't. So, with that being said, let's get some understanding and get some clarity, because a lot of people like to say that, the Bible was plagiarized from Egyptology, and just because you have similar stories on certain things doesn't mean that it was plagiarized. You got to think about it like this here. If you in close proximity of a place and that there's a major event, you might have some similarities in your story. Not only that, let's look at over here in America. We're not our people in captivity over here. And the things that we invented, did not the so-called white man, did he give himself credit, for it? You know what I'm saying? And not acknowledging the fact that some of these inventions that we made, okay. So the same thing over there in Egypt. Same thing happened over there, happened over here. That's why they call this place spiritual Egypt. Okay, so let's get some let's get some scriptures and get some understanding. We're gonna go to Joel 3:3, and it reads, "And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink." Okay, so what they did was they had had the people on auction blocks, and they sold them. They negotiated prices, or they bid it on them with other people, against other people. Like 150, 155, 170, 190, 195, 200, 250. Sold to the gentleman for X amount of dollars. So that's what they did, right? Not only that, they traded them back and forward, like for like wine and for cattle and for things of that nature, right? Matter of fact, the New York Stock Exchange was one of the first places that we was actually auctioning sold on. Okay, that's what historians don't tell us. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something like fast. So you see that right there? That is, excuse me, that is an auction house, and that's an illustration of a auction going on. Okay, so if you go do the research, you'll find out, some of these places, they have photographs of some of these places. Okay, so another thing that they said happened was black people sold black people into slavery. So that's some different disinformation that was being sold, that been told out there. So they sold us that bill of good with with a whole bunch of lies. So let's get some edification to the scripture and see who sold who to whom. Okay, and we're gonna go to Joel 3:4, and it reads, "Ye, what do you have to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?" So the Father is basically saying, if you getting trying to get back at me, the things that you do to my children or my elect, I'm gonna do to you. You know what I'm saying? So he was talking to a Hamitic nation, about what they were doing to a Semitic nation. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't blacks selling blacks, because again, you got blacks, you got dark skinned, you got dark skinned Muslims, you got dark skinned Eskimos, you got dark skinned Chinese. You know what I'm saying? You got dark skinned Indians over there in India. So there's many dark races of people on the planet. We're not the only dark. dark races of people on the planet, which is another subject. We'll get that lesson another day. Okay, so remember, we were sold. Let's see who we were sold to. So we're gonna go to Joel 3 and verse 6. Joel 3 and verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from their borders. So we were sold to the Grecians. Grecians are so-called white folks, so-called Caucasians. That's who they sold us to. They sold us to white folks. You know what I'm saying? So again, the Hamitic people sold Semitic people to Greeks. You know what I'm saying? So that's the truth of the matter. The scriptures edify that and tell the truth in the matter. See, that's why I tell everybody the book is a book of records. It's a history book of records. Once you be able to go into it and break it down, you can get the true understanding and edification. Okay, you know. Okay, here go another thing. Just like the movie 12 Years of Slavery. I'm pretty sure y'all saw that. Who have not saw that yet, you need to go check that out. But for those who have seen that movie, remember they sold a young lady children or her child into slavery to another slave owner, right? So let's get some understanding in the scriptures. We're gonna go to Deuteronomy. Remember, uh, you know, that these scriptures are going to edify. It says so. Any of these books that's out there that's saying we plagiarize them, they should be able to go in their writings and be able to say the same thing, or say that this stuff never happened. So again, we know these things happen. So let's go to again. Let's say Deuteronomy 28:32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. You remember? So when our ancestors were in slavery and the slave master was selling children, we didn't have no might. We couldn't go over there and just take the children back from them. You know what I'm saying? And to show you everything going on, it's still the same cycle. Let's look at right now our children going to these foster homes, foster care, child protection services and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they get into these institutions and they've been sold to who? So-called white folks. They 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 get out. They adopt our kids more than anybody. They've been sold off. They'll just have that. They're selling our kids off to a whole nother nation. So it's just going to even show you that even nowadays, that the Bible still holds 100% truth. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, you know, you have people that are so held on against kicking against the Bible instead of saying, you know what, time after time, these people showing me that the things that they showing line up with what's happening right now. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just again, like I told y'all in the previous lesson before, unless you just say this man has got that much power. You know, the book tell you the only reason why he got that power is because you fell away. You don't want to honor your creator. You don't want to stand on the fact that you are royalty. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to follow the principles in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So which is a whole other lesson. I ain't gonna get on that today. But anyway, I hope this lesson, again, I hope this lesson edified y'all. Hope it opened up your mind. Hoping to open up your heart. So with that being said, I like to say peace, love, shalom.